Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We are still alive.
Barely just.
Barely. Hi, Tone. How you going? All right. So, I'm going to bring on some amazing people. So, show your support. So this is, pretty much like people from the Global Ghost Hunt administration team. And yeah, that was one of the videos that we have for Global Ghost Hunt. So let me bring on who, maybe I should leave him till last. Let's bring on Mr. Matt Barron. Hi, Matt.
What's up, everybody? Hi, ladies. How you doing?
Yeah,
Good. Very, very good. Oh, I love your Santa hat.
Thank you.
And then we've got Raymond. Hello, Raymond.
Laggy.
Hi.
He's the children.
Yeah, I was lagging too much. Sorry.
And then new to the Global Ghost Hunt admin team, the poor dude, is Aaron. Oh, wish you luck, mate. I wish you luck. And last but not least,
what is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Wish you luck. What is that?
If he can deal with us, he can deal with Global Ghost.
All the best. Yeah. Oh, that's what I forgot to ask. I just
You
saw.
should be saying that to me.
I just saw Andrea's comment because she's in the same area as us. It's bloody hot here.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real Aussie expression.
Yeah.
It's bloody hot. Can you hear the fan going?
No.
Yes,
A little bit.
I can.
A little bit.
Yeah,
It's not distracting, though. It's not distracting, though.
Right.
Okay, cool. Because I don't really want to.
You
turn
know
it
what?
off.
That's my
one thing I think that they should do in StreamYard, and I don't know why they don't do it, is when we're on as guests, why we're not able to talk in the chat as well.
Yeah, that
You
is kind
understand
of.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
understand. Like, we have to go to either Facebook or YouTube or something like that to make a comment. We should be able to make a comment in here as well.
Yeah, that would be
You can
good.
on Melon. And we know what Melon is like.
We just eradicated you.
So I thought
That's why
I
it's
would
funny.
start off the stream and get the bad stuff over and done with.
Uh-oh.
Well,
What does that
it's
mean?
bad for me.
Oh, okay.
So everyone, I have not, like, I only just, spoke to Jen before, like, when she got here earlier. So no one knows what I'm about to say.
It's a surprise to us all.
Surprise! No, and I want feedback from, everyone in chat and feedback, from my friends. So this year has been very, very, like, rocky for, both Jen and myself, health-wise and everything. And, like, I think I've reached burnout multiple times this year. And I've kind of been almost forcing myself to sit down and edit or, go and investigate or, just do promos or live streams, just feeling like I'm letting everyone down, even though, like, I've been feeling just so removed from it. And
Yeah, we spoke about this a few months ago.
yeah, like I love investigating and I miss investigating because I mean Jen even longer. I haven't investigated since October because life's just been hectic. My mum and I lost a dear friend a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No rush.
We're here for you, Peta.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sad. I'm not going to get sad because this is going to be a fun live stream. So there's just been a lot of
Yes, exactly, Raymond. Take a deep breath.
personal things going on. And, you know, I know like we all put ourselves out there online and, you know, we, you know, talk about personal things and, you know, kind of give the surface layer, if that makes sense. But, you know, yes, I put myself out there on social media, on YouTube, but I don't, you know, obviously I don't tell everyone what is really going on. And so it's just a lot of just, it's been a real fucking shit year.
Bit of a shit show.
Yeah, and you know, even so for Jen, and I just don't like when I'm investigating or
Do you need your glasses clean, Raymond?
There you go.
Yeah, you know what it is. Me and Peter spoke about this a couple of months ago, and I'm sorry, Peter. The answer is still no. I'm not going to marry you. And
Hey, I asked you
so
that.
I'm sorry, I've got a lot of engagements going on right now.
That's it. I'm moving you down to 47, Brian.
yeah. So, okay,
And
so
funnily enough, just to completely change the subject, I had another.
well, you know,
guy
I said
DM
because
me
we haven't
asking
met. We haven't met in person.
Yeah. But I had another, you know, will you be my sugar baby? DM yesterday. I'm just like, oh my God, please stop.
I'm trying to make you.
Um,
I'm trying to make you laugh, Peter. I'm trying to make you laugh.
I know,
so it's
I know.
easy
Thank
for you
you.
to say.
Hello,
You're
Dan.
welcome.
All right. So thank you, Brian. Appreciated. So I'm so pedantic when it comes to editing and putting out things online, especially when it comes to certain investigations, like when we investigated Fairbridge, you know, like it's a whole story. There's so much more that goes into it, you know, from my end that, you know, you guys don't see, but, you know, like Matt, you know, all of you like understand your investigators, you get it, and all of that. And, you know, I'm just not one of those YouTubers who will put out whatever. Like, I'm just not. And so, you know, I kind of just lost that whole, I just don't give a shit right now. And that doesn't mean that I don't give a shit about my followers.
Like you don't care,
Yeah, it's just, I need to work on me and my family. Hey, Dan.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
Thank you. Don't be so pedantic. Dan and I have had very long conversations as well. So yeah, and my depression's been pretty shit this year, and you know, obviously that's got a lot to do with everything going on behind the scenes. But moving on from that, it's I miss investigating, and it's still my passion, but it's just something I can't work on right now, if that makes sense. I can't push myself to sit in front of my computer and edit footage if I'm not invested in it. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
100%.
I absolutely
Get you.
understand.
quiet and nodding because they know exactly what I'm saying, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to
Yeah.
put out stuff.
I haven't investigated since Tennessee.
The
Oh,
battleship for me.
Yeah.
The
So
USS
you know
North
what?
Carolina was mine.
What I
That's
said
right.
to you,
Disbanded
what I
my
said to
team.
you a few months. Yeah. So what I said to you a few months ago is sometimes we just need to take a step back and breathe and realize why we're doing this, why we have a passion for this. And if you're going to take a step back and think about that and take that break that you need, you're going to put yourself in a better light or a better perspective on why you're doing this. And I told you this a couple of months ago. You are the type of person that should be in this field. We need you in this field. And if you need to take a break for 4 months, take it. Nobody's going to think differently of you.
Nope.
And I get it.
But
Matt gets it. He hasn't investigated since
North Carolina
and stuff like that, and had to take apart his team. And what? I'm sure he'll get back to investigating. Raymond's just Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. And so
Raymond investigates with everybody
when he has decent internet.
So you know what? Like I said a few months ago, there is nothing wrong with taking a step back and just taking a break. We all need it, and there's nothing wrong with it. And if you need to take a step back for like 3 or 4 months, then do it. Don't think. Listen, I think sometimes we don't think about ourselves enough. We think about everyone else's opinions.
Yeah.
And which is noble, which is good, which is nothing wrong with that. But then you forget about yourself. So you got to take a step back and realize that you're the person that is important. Not, no offense to Jen. Jen, I love you, and everybody else that you're close to. But you sometimes just have to get away from being around that and just be by yourself, or be with your kids, be with your family, and realize why you're doing this.
And a nice bottle of booze.
A nice bottle of booze if you need to. Or, I know you've been sick recently, so maybe nice cough medicine, and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong admitting that you need to take a break. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't think, just because you take a break for 4 months, don't think people are going to go, oh my God, she took a break for 4 months, I hate her. No, that's not going to happen. People understand. People get it.
Yeah. You know what, Peta? Not to cut you off, but I will tell you this, and I know it sounds kind of cliche, but I think us 4 guys right here, we can all attest this. You're not alone with that feeling. I personally have been through that in the past couple months. I know we've all seen it. All my shows, I've always said, no secrets. Well, that's why. I put it right out there, and I tell everybody, this is how I'm feeling. And I wanted to take a longer break than what I was. I'm not even supposed to be doing a podcast. I said I was going to take a break to the new year. That lasted 2 freaking weeks. Because you know what?
Surprise.
Well, recently, I thought that my strength in this field was my passion for it. No, it's seeing everyone, seeing the reactions of people, and knowing that what we are doing is making a difference. Not just Global Ghost Hunt, but Parapost, Paralinks. All of us podcasters are making a difference in people's lives. And your audience right here is a prime example of that. What you are doing is making a difference. Be proud of yourself. If you weren't doing a good job, you would not be up here.
Yeah.
And I hope
I always get a lot of support from, my followers, and, a lot of them, over the years that become more like friends than subscribers, they're not just, a number. Yeah. And the same applies with Jen. But, I still haven't even, I don't even want to look at all my tubs of gear from our investigation at Beverage. It's like, I'm not dealing with that right now. But it's more the pressure I put on myself. But if I'm not feeling that inspiration or that passion in, what I'm editing and putting together, I don't want to put it out. Like I don't have, my editing isn't like, I'm not a pro, and what I put out isn't like phenomenal compared to a lot of others, but it matters to me whether I'm happy with it or not. And
I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. Your videos are good. They're good.
If I may, there are 2 things you want to keep in mind, and this is something that I've had to learn myself. Number one, when you're committing yourself to something that you're very passionate about, as Brian said, you have to take take the time to step back. I used to be a custom airbrush artist, and I worked for a guy who was a very driven man. And after working with him for almost a year, I've grown to hate airbrushing. So much so that it's been 6 years since I've worked for him, and I still can't bring myself to airbrush anymore. And that bothers me as an artist. So you need to take a break, take that break, because you do not want to end up in that position. And number two, as a graphic artist, I've learned that sometimes it's better to get something out there than to have it perfect. Because if you try to get it perfect by your standard, you are more likely to drive yourself nuts and not put anything
my
out at all.
standard's always way up here.
Right. So sometimes you have to just kind of, go eat, take it easy on yourself. So when you're trying to produce these, if it's good, ask other people's opinion, and if they like it, get it out.
Yeah.
Well, I sort of think there's something positive in actually recognizing that you need to step back, getting to a point where you go, hey, I've had enough at the moment or whatever, I do need to step back. So to be able to recognize that you need a bit of a break or you need to pull back a bit or whatever, I think there's something positive in that.
100%.
Yeah, and see, that's the other thing, like I'm, last year, it was like non-stop. It was just
You don't
go,
want to get
go,
in
go.
on the podcast.
But, since I started, working, part-time, this time last year, I just, it's just so hard to squeeze in, and because like I'm a casual but working like part-time hours, if I do a lot of like lunch cover shifts, so a 4-hour shift in the middle of the day, so it's dropping the kids at school, going to work, picking the kids up after school, coming home. It's still pretty much a full day, so it's very hard. Like if I need to edit and or work on a project, I want to be able to sit down for that day and do it. Like last year, I was able to edit like pretty much, I'd say 85% of an hour's episode in one day. And then the next day would just be me cleaning it up and rendering, uploading. But now it's like I've got these little bits and pieces of time. So I just don't even want to start. And then it starts building up. I start getting more and more stressed and put more and more pressure on myself. And, it's another thing that I've considered too is the YouTube algorithm, right?
Yeah.
No one wants to watch. Like, I mean, I'm talking big YouTubers, like, even PewDiePie, who's like number 2 in subscribers. Like everyone's views have just gone kaput, and because everyone's on TikTok and Shorts and Facebook. So, I think I'll start putting out, like I kind of have been, like maybe a 20 to 30 minute episode, because like people just don't want to sit there and watch it. They want quick. But like you've got, like I investigate seriously, as does Jen, so I want to put out a serious, legitimate investigation, but people are just so time conscious and they just want the shorts of everything, and it's so hard to try and do both. But
I don't think you have to work. I don't think you have to worry about TikTok too much longer, because from what I understand, because of what is going on with that app, it's in Canada. They're thinking about banning TikTok from North America, so you might not have to worry about it anymore.
Ooh,
so
will they do that in Australia?
Well,
why are they banning it?
Part of the issue is that if you actually read the end user agreement, there are stipulations in there that you give TikTok permission to access every site that you visit with or without your permission or your knowledge even. They can track your device. if it's on or not, and they can
Oh,
have access. I mean, they're really digging in deep into your private life, but they word it in such a way and in such small print and so far down that list. 90% of the people that look at these end user agreement don't even read it. They just click agree because they don't want to have to spend hours reading this.
Yeah.
and TikTok
So that
isn't
thing
part
right
of
now
like
that
Facebook and Instagram, is it? Or is it
No.
separate?
no,
It's
no,
a
no.
separate entity out of China.
And there is word out there as well that YouTube and Facebook are no longer going to allow TikTok videos on their platform. So, with saying all that, TikTok will die very, very quickly, especially if North America pulls away from it.
Yeah.
So,
Shit.
there's already some countries that have banned TikTok. So
I have the most followers on my TikTok.
yeah. I got a lot of followers on TikTok too. Like I have almost 12,000 followers on TikTok, and it's sucked to lose.
Best thing you can
them.
do is advertise your Facebook and YouTube on Facebook.
If they're invading your privacy, if they're invading your privacy, and it says it in the like Aaron says, it says it in the agreement that they can do that if you're going to be joining. But at the end of the day, we'll see how long TikTok lasts, because Canada is watching TikTok right now, and it doesn't look like they're going to stick with TikTok. So, or allow TikTok in Canada. So, and I'm okay with that, to be honest.
In saying all that, you know, and you know what it's like if you don't
They like for my little ghost hunt videos.
They throw you out of the algorithm again. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where it's like I seriously I need to look after me, and I need to look after my kids. Like, you know, one was graduating primary school, the other one was having heart procedures. You know, it was just, and then my friend died. You know, it was just a whole freaking like 2 weeks of everything shoved in together. Very overwhelming. But for the future with ESP, Jen and I, and Mum will also be helping, because this is something that our friend was going to do with us, because she was also very gifted with abilities. And I actually have one of her Oracle Angel decks, and I haven't opened it yet because it's not the right timing. But we have been like wanting to investigate true crimes. And there's a big one over in Perth. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I don't know if we even want to say it. But it's a big case that we're going to be working on. And we will be obviously documenting the process. And yeah, I think we're going to be doing more of true crime type investigating mixed in with just fun investigations.
Cool.
So yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
I like
I had
it.
that same thought. Do it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I mean, the one that we're going to be working on is very close to me, because I was potentially one of the victims that got away. So it's very kind of something that I'm very passionate about getting down to the bottom of. Hello, PPR.
If you can do this and get some closure for yourself, help you strengthen your resolve and your passion, then by all means, go for it.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing with me. I love the paranormal. I love everything about the paranormal, obviously with Parapost and Global Go and other thing as well, and here in Canada. But And we haven't spoke for a while, Peter, but like I started a brand new YouTube channel, and I'm really enjoying doing it. And it's doing extremely well. I had one video that hit 130,000 views, and I love doing it. And it's some people are surprised that I like doing that, but it's something I really enjoy, and they're doing extremely well.
Do you want to put it in the
channel?
chat?
Is called it's called Miles from Home, and it's a channel where Miles from Home. It's actually Miles from Home. Yeah, okay. The handle is actually Miles from Home 5913. And it's doing extremely well, and I love doing it. It gets me away from the paranormal stuff, and I got a video coming out tonight at 9:00, and it's a really good one. It's a I can't even say the word, compilation of videos from the past that I've done, and it's going to be a 2-parter. So it's basically videos of, for example, I did a birds video, and it's got music in the background, and it did 130,000 views.
Wow, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, so
they are great.
Do you want to put the link in the chat?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
And I will put up this global ghost hunt.
But my point to that is sometimes you do have to step away from what you love and do other things, and to give yourself variety and not so much on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing it, so
yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely do it.
Everybody should do it.
I have ADD, so that's easy. I draw, paint, carve, photography, digital art. I've got 4 guitars here.
Wow.
I have 2.
You play us a song tonight, Aaron?
Yeah, well, if I could figure out what I did with my acoustic, maybe.
Hey, one thing I noticed, right, when I was checking my lighting and uploading the Global Ghost Hunt video and stuff, when you go into brand on your account, it's got background music.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah. You can download others. Obviously, licensing and stuff, but
this one's Feeding the Ducks. It's literally called Feeding the Ducks.
My favorite. That one's my favorite.
No offense, but to me, that's kind of baby making music.
Yeah, rock.
That's kind of the direction I was thinking with it, but.
And now we can rock out. Night diving. What is this? How long's this been on StreamYard?
A couple months now.
Wow, it's been a while.
You can loop them. You can loop them to it.
Tony, I'm happy to commit a bit of crime.
YouTube. Peter.
Yes, Brian.
Yeah, apparently its tone is happy to commit a crime for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if you get to pick which crime.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. What kind of
crime are we committing?
That looks so good. I love it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Awesome.
I did write a serial killer novel in first person.
There you go.
Based on a true story.
You'll never know.
It's one about cats. Awesome.
Yes.
I like the cat one.
I have to be honest. I'm not a fan of cats. But I know a lot of people
But
are.
he's a fan of now.
I know a lot of people are. But the interesting, I put an interesting fact in the video because and so cat. Did you know there's over 600 million cats in the world today? 600 million, and then there's 100 million cats in the wild.
And that's not counting how
Interesting
many
fact.
the Chinese ate.
I'm
Well, I
gonna keep
wasn't going to
quiet.
go there,
I've
but
got
thank you.
5.
That shit's not funny. There's a story that's not funny, dude.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my little black cat to make a surprise appearance. He has a habit of doing that.
I was gonna say, where's Poet?
Yeah, I'm surprised my big fluff ball hasn't like
Yeah, where am I?
photobombed.
I did one. If you're a dog lover, I did one for dogs too.
Yeah.
That did extremely
nice.
well. That
Nice.
got 30. I think that got 32,000 views.
Mm.
So it's
That's
doing well. It's doing well. And you know what?
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy doing it, and it's a lot of fun. And the one that's on at 9:00 tonight, it's a compilation that I really love doing, and you know, so I got a part 2 coming out in a few days.
Well, I know what I'm going to be watching today.
Are we lagging? Are we lagging here?
I don't know. Is it me?
Are we lagging?
Are we lagging?
I don't know, because everybody just
I
went
think-
black, and I saw the buffer sign there.
Oh.
On my
You,
end.
you were cutting.
You're
You were,
liking that.
I was gonna say you were cutting it out on my end a little bit, Brian, but not much.
Okay. Huh. Maybe
We'll
Yeah.
blame Raymond. We always do.
Yeah, let's blame
Normally.
Yes,
Raymond. Yeah.
Sadly,
Everybody loves
3
Raymond.
of
That was a
them-
great show, by the way. Everybody loves Raymond. That was a great show.
I miss
You know, I think-
Right?
I think
It
in our
took
little
me
group,
20 years to watch that stupid show because of that.
Yeah.
That came out, and that's all I heard at school. I was like, Jesus Christ, I know better. I've had
I'm the
too many
same
knives and guns pulled on me. Okay, nobody loves Raymond.
I'm the same with
no, we
Forrest Gump.
tolerate.
And
Jenny.
Forrest Gump.
Ah, okay.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Black people.
Box of
Yeah.
chocolate.
Jenny.
Nice.
Wait, now I can go laggy.
And Matt,
Laggy.
I see. Are we lagging?
Black guy.
No, just Raymond being Raymond.
Yeah, my mom lived in Louisiana, and she
That's
has
what it is.
stray cat. She's got raccoon, possum, chameleon, or little lizard that just are all over the place.
Wow.
Snakes.
Ooh.
So 2 years worth of supply of food. Got it.
I killed snakes, but only to save my life.
Don't let Adam hit you.
No, literally, I had a snake. It happened when I was pregnant with Matthew, and it was like a big brown snake. And I'm talking, it was a good 2-meter snake, and probably about that round. So she'd either she was very sluggish, so I was like, as she was moving. So it was either she just fed from coming out of hibernation, or, you know, she had babies in, I don't know. But yeah, like I was only a step away from her getting at me, so that would have been fun. And then when I was more pregnant, I was sitting on one of the chairs in an outdoor setting, and I just happened to look down at my leg, and there's a snake's head literally right next to my knee. And I was just like, well, this is going to be interesting. How the hell am I going to get away from this snake? Because I was in one of the chairs that had a brick wall behind it with this big belly without startling the snake, because then it's going to hit, like, you know, try and bite me. But I did it. And then my ex-husband, I went and woke him up and said, there's a snake, you need to take care of it. Oh, no. The 8-month pregnant wife needs to deal with it, while he went inside and shivered with fear. It was really pathetic. So yeah, that was interesting.
Well, I
So,
just sent
Matt,
you Peter, I just sent you 2 pictures through Messenger. That's what's been keeping me busy for the last month.
Oh, is that your puppy dog?
I was gonna say I know exactly what the pictures.
Yeah.
Is it the puppy dog?
Yes.
I was going to say, are we all allowed to look at it?
Do they have the picture of him looking all pitiful because you put a hat on him?
No, not that one.
Because
Alright,
he's like,
guys.
oh God, why'd you put this on
We're
me?
having before we went live.
He looks so depressed.
He's so freaking cute. What breed is
Or
he?
Maximus.
He's a French bulldog. But I also think he's got a little bit of American bully in him because his stature looks like American bully, and he's a little bit bigger than a French bulldog.
How old is he?
He's actually turning 16 months old in a few days. I adopted him about a month ago. He came from what I was told was an abusive home. So yeah, so
He's a good boy.
Everybody
so then you
knows.
start putting clothes on him, poor guy.
Well, yeah, I'm putting clothes on him. I'm putting jackets and hats, and I bought him some boots.
Brian, does he have
Uggs?
Sorry,
Do you
I put
guys
some
wear
boots.
Uggs?
I bought boots, but it was a real struggle to put them on him. Well, you got to remember, because of the fact that the winter's here, and they lay a lot of salt on the ground here, and salt for your dogs is not good for their paws.
Right.
So what I do is when I bring him in, I put coconut oil on his feet to soften his pads on his feet so they don't crack. Yeah, this dog is getting so much love, and it's like a girlfriend, for God's sakes.
Except cheaper.
Probably more demand.
No, not cheaper. More expensive.
Oh,
Well,
that's
obviously,
awesome.
you haven't
Say that
dated
now.
right then.
What's that, Aaron?
Obviously, you haven't dated right then.
He's my girlfriend right now. He's my girlfriend right now. Anyhow, but going back to what we were originally talking about, PETA, if you need to take that break, take that break. There's nothing wrong with it, especially with Christmas now. Spend some time with your family.
100%.
Yeah.
Well,
I know we kind of got off topic there. So.
View. And the sad thing is that my ex, like the kids, are going to their dad's this year. So, I'm working right up until Christmas Eve. I have Christmas Day off. Then I'm working Boxing Day the next day. So I'm not going to see the kids for 6 days, even when they get home.
Wow.
So it'll just be me, my mum and dad, which is fine because I'm going to be bloody exhausted anyway.
There you go. Time to catch up on some sleep, maybe.
Yeah. I've been actually watching a lot of Netflix, and
have you?
I know I'm like in that kind of down spot when I actually can sit and watch TV, because I don't normally ever watch TV because I don't have time.
Netflix and chill. Chill. Nothing
Well,
wrong
we all
with
know
that.
what that means, don't we?
I don't know if you drink wine, but if you get a box, there's a lot more in it. And just get the box and put it beside you, and every time it's empty, just pour a new glass.
Get whiskey, it works faster.
You know what? You don't have to get up. You just have
wait. When the glass gets empty or when the box gets empty? Because I can go either way on that one.
Yeah, but you know what? The box will stay full. The box will stay full for a while.
Not if I'm around.
Well, buy 2 boxes then.
There you go.
It's not like they're expensive.
This is true. We're just
buy 2 boxes. Have the big glass of wine right beside you, and when it gets half empty, fill it up again. Get drunk, for God's sakes. You know what, PETA? Can I be honest with you, PETA? Can I be honest? I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry I'm going to say this. You know what? Get fucking drunk.
Cheers.
Get drunk for one night and say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get drunk tonight. Nobody's going to friggin' stop me, and just do it. Just do it.
Brian, you have to get drunk when you come back to Kentucky.
What's that?
And make sure
you have to get drunk when you come back to Kentucky.
Yeah, see, the problem is I don't drink. So
we
Well,
can give you
it's going to
non-alcoholic.
take.
Get drunk.
You cannot come to Bourbon Town and not
I know.
drink.
If you're
Okay,
gonna
I
get
used to
drunk,
drink.
make sure-
I
make
used
sure
to
you don't
drink,
have
but I don't
friends
drink
with cameras.
anymore.
No,
So-
see, here's the thing, Raymond. Here's what we do. We go somewhere with bourbon, and we just tell Brian to keep trying this one, try that one. No, don't try this one. It may be the same
Oh,
one, but he
God.
won't know. He won't care at some point.
You know
After
what?
about 3 of them, he should be fine.
You know what, Andrea? You're right. Alcohol isn't the answer, but you know what? Sometimes it is.
It's good to
Sometimes you
But
just need
sometimes
to
it's a
sit
good
back
time.
and get
I
drunk.
think we need it more
it.
for pain relief.
Yeah, there you go.
But
I'm not saying do it every day.
My scotch isn't even giving me pain relief at the moment. So I don't know if that
You're not
means
drinking
I'm
enough.
I'm becoming resistant
That's
to
what
the
that means.
scotch.
All I have to
Well, that's
say.
not necessarily a good thing.
All I have to say. One, I got that down here. I have a couple others. I have
Oh, you have
glass,
Tony.
and I have that. Mhm.
You see,
Oh,
I don't
Bubby, I
go
have
to
absinthe
alcohol.
on the fridge.
I don't go to alcohol looking for answers. I have a wife for that.
There you go.
100%.
I think everybody's missing my point about the alcohol. I think it was just a matter of just one night watching movies and getting drunk
Yeah,
and having
Cut
fun.
loose,
And
have
that's
fun.
it.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
and,
it.
and that's exactly why we started doing what us three and a couple others. Why we started doing what we're doing. It's just let it go,
Yeah.
go, have fun, get
So you're
loose.
going to
Okay.
say that's why you all started drinking together.
You know what though? In some of our videos, you would assume we are.
Yeah.
Some of them I
Do you
am.
know what Australians call a box of wine? Or do you know
I'm
what we call
lost.
a box of wine? Well, Brian was like referring to me having a box of wine.
Mhm.
Which is a cask.
Yeah.
Well, we either call it,
A cask.
or slang term,
I'm a girl.
Spoon.
goon bag.
I'm going to start using that.
Yeah, it's
I'll be
where
right back.
the goon is where you actually take the bladder that's got the wine in it out of the box.
Yeah.
You just carry
Yeah.
around the silver goon bag and drink from that.
Where's my
Right now.
notebook?
No, I'm just saying, you know what? I'm just saying sometimes you just have to sit back and have a drink and get drunk and
I never
and
thought
forget
about
about everything, and that's it. And then the next day you get up and take some coffee shots, and that's it.
I do have a question. Is this an NC-17 show?
If it isn't, it is now.
Yes.
Okay.
What's an NC7 TV show?
Adults only.
Yeah.
Adult content,
Oh,
stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Swearing,
Okay.
drinking.
18 plus. 18 plus.
Little late,
Okay.
but
The only reason why I'm asking it because I don't condone reckless use of drugs, but I myself take edible because they have the unique ingredient called fuck it all. So
Oh wow, there you go. Didn't know that.
is that the same company that makes?
Sounds like the freaking answer I need, Aaron.
Aaron, is that made by the same company that makes that birth control no acetol?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was a new one for me.
Preacher told me that one. Not even lying. A chaplain, military
Post
chaplain told me that.
some. The dog sniffers at the airport won't even notice.
No, seriously,
There
you
you
guys
go.
just changed the game. I didn't even think about taking the bladder out of that wine box.
Yeah. And like it's Tone said, you can, when you finish drinking the wine, you blow the bladder up and you've got a pillow to lay down when you can't stand up anymore.
See, what would you do without Australians in your life? I mean,
We're innovative.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand taking the bladder out of the box. I'm not
Okay.
grasping. Why would you do
So
that?
you have just so you don't have a square box, you can put it under your arm and like
Or in a
dispense-
backpack?
Up under the spout and put it. Yeah. So
I,
you're not
I'm
carrying
thinking.
a box like this.
You're
So-
thinking. You know, it's funny. It's funny. You're thinking outside of the box.
Literally.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. We all know about those hydration bags, the backpacks with the water and stuff. Fill it up. Fill it up. Go back to my military ways.
Yeah, you sound Australian.
Yeah, get yelled at by your sergeant. You hydrated? I don't know, but I'm having a blast.
See, that was the problem. That was the problem with us Seabees. They could ask, but they knew damn well we weren't. I mean, one guy had beer, one guy had tequila, one guy had, screwdrivers, one guy had vodka, and we all had little stickers on the back of our backpacks, so we all knew who had what. Yeah. It was great. We were drunk all the time in the field. I loved it. If we were sober, it's the new guy. It's like, okay, no, we'll train you. Come here.
No. So do you? So in Australia we have Boxing Day after Christmas Day.
Yeah, we have that here too.
What you have Boxing Day too?
Yes. Yep. We do.
And you call it Boxing Day?
We do. Yes.
Okay,
do the Americans have that?
No.
But you guys have Black Friday, though.
We're Canadian. Yeah.
We don't really have Black Friday. So.
Well, just a little FYI, and Black Friday is a scam. Completely, it is a scam because if you pay attention year round, those prices will start to increase about halfway through the year, and then they'll stay that way. So then when it goes to Black Friday, they drop it all the way down and start the process right back over again. It's great. So when they have the summer sales
today, and I've never been like a Boxing Day sale shopper. Like it's seriously a nightmare. Like it's ridiculous. But from working in retail, I can see why. Like, I mean, it is. It's like basically all the stock that we have that hasn't been sold throughout the year is like drastically reduced.
Yeah. So with you being in retail, with Boxing Day here, there was a rule that came out. Well, it's not a rule, but it's something that retail stores started doing. I don't know if you guys do it there. But when I was a kid, or, even, years and probably 10, 15 years ago, Boxing Day was for people to return gifts that they wanted to return in exchange. Now, today, within the last 5 years, all the retail stores have stopped doing that. You're not allowed to return anything on Boxing Day. Because of the stores are so busy. So then you're taking care of people that want to buy something, and then you got to do a refund for somebody that takes a little bit longer when you're doing refunds usually. So that kind of rule in the retail stores out here kind of came in effect probably about 5 years ago. So Boxing Day is I think you know what? That's Adriana. She's actually a volunteer for the Global Ghost Hunt for locations. And
really, it's nice to know this now.
What do you mean?
I had Jen and Aaron. I didn't have Drew.
Oh, maybe she's in investigations then. Oh, she might be investigations. She's in one of them. So, I thought it was
don't know what's going on in your own organization.
Anyhow, other than that, where was it going with that? Lost my train of thought.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Raymond. I just lost my complete train of thought there. So I'll stop.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, but you know what? Boxing Day. I know what I was going to say. Boxing Day is a ridiculous day, to be honest. And if you go out shopping on Boxing Day, then you are just as ridiculous. So because you're standing in long lineups, and you can be in one store for 2 hours getting one item. It's
people get hurt. Like, I've seen it over in footage, and like people are literally like smashing each other because I got the TV first. My finger went on it first.
That's my favorite part of Black Friday.
You need to go online. There are videos of here in America, Walmart in some of the rougher neighborhood or low income neighborhoods on Black Friday. You want to talk about a full scale citywide battle royale?
It's great.
Oh,
it's like a mosh pit in Walmart. It's awesome. It is awesome.
But the original thing behind Boxing Day was more about giving. It wasn't about sort of buying things and
and like we have the good old cricket, so it's always the cricket test match that goes all day.
I love cricket.
Oh wow, okay, yeah,
love cricket.
More Barbies, more beers.
It's a test match. It's serious.
It's serious stuff. Actually,
I kind of prefer rugby.
I prefer rugby too. I don't mind watching like 20 matches where there's only like 20 overs.
Tests
because
go
they're
on for days.
More exciting.
But it's always England and Australia, so there's all that huge rivalry between the two countries. So everybody gets into it. Sort of thing.
So Jen and I have a little list, right, of some Australian slang phrases. So we'd like to say a few and have you guys try and interpret them.
You to tell us what you
shit.
Let me get my brother up because he lives in Melbourne.
And then you guys can be watching from
Where's my beer?
Canada and Kentucky. Are any of you in Kentucky? I don't know. I say Kentucky.
Raymond is.
Oh, yeah.
Raymond, do you smell like chicken?
No.
You don't smell like chicken?
Now I smell like bourbon.
Yeah, because that's what he's drinking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Are you finger licking good, Raymond?
Okay, my head.
Oh, that's a
real
horrible
hard
story.
left turn on that.
Yeah, that went in a weird direction.
Like backstage, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm asking the four of you, right? When you talk to, like, say, me, Jen, both of us, do we sound like the typical Aussies or do we not?
There is an accent there, but it's not as heavy as I've heard before.
Yeah, it's for me. It's more like Aussie light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that, but you also have to think about where you're from.
The posh Aussies.
Well, you got to think about what part of Australia you're from, because, like in England, you have southern England and then you have northern England. Very, very different. So I think Australia is kind of the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. See, in Australia, we don't think there is much difference around Australia, but then when you talk to people from, say, Queensland or, Victoria or something, they do say that people from Perth, from where we are, do sound different. So I guess, it's interesting to know how other people hear our accents.
Because, like, I listened to a guy doing some slang, and he was an Aussie, but he sounded really Australian. I'm like, I don't even sound like that.
Oh, I think people put it on too. Like, there's the stereotype Aussie with really, like, uses slang all the time and stuff. And not many people in real life are actually like that.
Yeah.
Well,
not
the other
those of us that are,
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I mean, here in America, Hollywood has taken accent and vernacular to such an extreme for a story.
Yes.
I mean, we have Crocodile Dundee to go by for Australian accent and Steve Irwin.
No, I was gonna say you can't talk about Australia without the Croc Hunter.
Yeah.
Croc is angry.
And he was kind of over the top as well. He was a bit of a a showman sort of thing. So he was feeding into what the rest of the world perceived Australian to sound like and be like. And I mean, he did fantastic work, and God rest his soul. But Yeah, he was over the top and a showman.
And I think I've
Yeah.
told you guys before, but he actually worked with my late granddad, so my dad's dad, and when he was like younger, and they were in the outback in Queensland doing the railway, and they had to keep a really close eye on Steve because they'd be going along, you know, and they'd all be like sitting in the back of the truck, and Steve would see something and he would be freaking gone.
Yeah, I believe
So
that.
they would have to literally slam the brakes on, and like he would have been gone, and so they'd have to wait and find him, and so he'd always been like that.
But he was a very passionate person about what he did.
Yeah.
So is it so is it like when it comes to your accents out there, like more the older generation has a stronger accent and the newer generation not as much? Like when I think of Australia, I think of the older generation, like the guys out in the bush that are really they're the real ones that are the real Australians. They have the strong accent. But then you have the ones that are in the suburbs that are the newer generation are more not, their accent isn't as strong. That's how I picture it.
Although like my 18-year-old and his mates, like they do the whole Aussie like slang, like bogany, like as like a joke, but it's still
and
funny.
I think it also
hey Robin,
it also depends on your heritage. Like some of us here have parents that are still that have come from England, so we're still fairly new people to our own country, if that makes sense. So we're still filtering down. I mean, on one side, my family's been in Perth for 70 odd years.
Oh my God, you have to tell them about your great the sheriff.
Oh God, do it.
Wait, oh my God, you've got to hear this.
I have a ancestral home in Nottingham in England. It's haunted. It was so haunted, the last person that lived there left, just went out, just ran out with his family and that, and now the bank's taken it over and is trying to sell it. But I have ancestors who were the sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh, that's cool.
Goes into your Sherwood Forest Tights there, Brian.
Sorry?
Yeah, and apparently next to the house, the estate, is a wooded area where apparently witches used to congregate and do their rituals and things like that. So, a little bit spooky. Yeah.
She's related to the sheriff of Nottingham. How
that is cool. No, that is cool. Now, I want to actually flip the question on you ladies, because between Raymond, Aaron, and myself, we got 3 sections of the U.S. Us as individuals, do we have separate accents? Like, can you hear it differently between the 3 of us?
Yes. I think so.
See, that's weird.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Except Brian, I can't tell if he's American or Canadian. Sorry, Brian.
USA.
Well, it's funny because it's funny you say that, because when I go, like, I don't think of myself having an accent. But when I went to England in March, it's like, yes, you have an accent. I
didn't think you had an accent.
I hear it with certain words.
Yeah.
I hear it with certain words, but
in my defense, my family, I have a long bloodline that goes back to the Viking era, so a lot of my accent comes from Nordic pronunciation.
Oh, awesome!
People say, like my state, they have a way of saying it, but my family, we call it Minnesota. There's a way that separates us from the rest of those who live here. It's a little annoying sometimes, but
well, it's like here, there's a Pittsburgh accent, there's a Philadelphia accent, then there's Jersey, New York. Like where I'm at, there's 6 different accents in one state, and then I'm stuck right in the middle. So depending on where you live, you'll get it. You'll either get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and and then you have your hillbilly. You have your downright hillbilly. That's like the hard Aussie. You don't know what they're saying. You just smile and nod your head. No. Where I'm at, if you hear banjos, immediately turn around. And if you hear them, and
that's still the same thing here. And you hear banjos, run.
But if you hear them and then they stop, then you're just you're too late. It's
never mind. Shut up, Raymond. Don't say that.
I want to say thank you to Andrea.
I know that's dangerous.
And I want to say thank you to Andrea Nason for that nice compliment.
All sound different to me.
Yeah, they are.
Don't say they're too Canadian or Brian has a nice accent. Well, the thing I was going to ask is, what's the difference between Canadian and American? Like, because it's very social.
Government, yeah.
Exchange ratio.
That's for sure.
Border. Direction of border would be your
a lot of it grammar.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yep.
Yeah. So
America doesn't understand that concept.
Like how do you guys say about?
About.
Yeah. Where Canadians supposedly said about. Yeah, something like that.
You know what though, Brian?
But I say more American, I say more American than I do Canadian. So on top of that, I don't go A at the end of everything. So
although I do hear it when you say sorry, because we say sorry, but I hear some W's with you. Sorry. That's when I hear your accent.
Yeah.
Well,
so what
I
is
will
a
say
story?
this. Yeah.
What about you guys? How do you say caramel?
Caramel.
Caramel.
Did you say camel?
Caramel.
Oh, I thought Raymond said camel.
It sounded like he's saying camel.
That's what I thought.
I've heard it as caramel. I've heard it as caramel.
Caramel.
Yes.
Caramel.
Yeah. We say caramel.
Shit,
I will say this about Canada is our English is rooted in the UK or Great Britain, whereas the English that's spoken in Canada is rooted more in French. So
and in the New England, especially in like my area in Pennsylvania, we get a lot of Dutch and Quaker. So you get that mixed in with all that. And
you add the oatmeal and it's just over.
Yeah, our prime minister is a quacker too.
We say that too. We're quackers. Pennsylvania Quackers.
My great-great-grandmother was the first Quaker to be in Perth, West Australia. So I come from Quaker background too. Yeah, they're pioneers.
All right, Tony.
Mirror. Hey, you.
Mirror. Come here.
Raymond. Mirror. Raymond, mirror.
Now that's the drunk
Hey,
mirror.
Brian?
Hey.
What's that?
Come here. Mirror.
Come here. Come here.
No, we
mirror. Mirror.
It's a mirror.
Mirror.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
You have the.
All right. I'll do the.
This is a crazy party that I've ever been to.
I can't wait for Beer Fest.
Where's the drinks? Where's the popcorn? Where's the cake, for God's sakes?
Here's the drinks.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm drinking that for everybody.
Say again?
Wrap your laughing gear around that.
Can you say that in English?
I'm too sober for that one.
Runs in the audience.
Hold on, let me turn on closed captions. Hold on here.
Here, let me open my Google Translate.
Hang on. Wrap your laughing gear around that.
Okay. This is weird.
Think
Wrap
it like
your
a, like
laughing gear around
I think
that.
it's more like a think about it. Like go home and think about it type thing. Like wrap your head around that. You're trying to think. That's what it sounds like to me.
What's your laughing gear? What do you laugh with?
Andrea. Exactly,
depends.
Andrea.
Depends on the night.
Your mouth.
Typically your mouth.
Yes. Yeah. So wrap your mouth around that.
Oh,
Well, that doesn't
yeah.
I
sound
can say what I want to say.
Where's Ken
This
Allen?
is not
Wow, that went
NC-17.
in a direction. That took an interesting turn.
And you thought my comment was bad.
that took an interesting turn.
Oh,
Thank you,
Ken.
Jen, you're
Oh
like
my
really
God.
throwing it there this morning.
I'm gonna
Yeah, there's
Going
Dan
through our
Tex. I
head.
haven't seen him in a while.
They say,
Dan
Yeah.
Tex 1973. I haven't seen him in a
Oh,
while.
anyway,
Any holes
I'm trying to
in the
decide if I'm drunk enough to say it anyway.
It's all good.
All right.
It's all
Okay.
good.
okay, what's
Jen,
the
It's all good,
next
Jen.
one?
We know where your mind is, Jen. It's okay.
Because we're right there with.
Yeah,
Everybody else is in there with
Obviously.
you.
yeah, we
okay,
are. We're
so-
we're jumping into that pool too.
If I said, "Oh, that's a dog's breakfast," what would I be saying?
They're just like, what the fuck is wrong with Australia?
No, I just kind of wonder how we got onto this topic.
I don't know, but
What's a
No,
dog's
Australia is
breakfast?
actually on my bucket
If I
list
got
for.
you and said, "That's a
Yeah,
dog's
exactly,
breakfast,"
Eric.
what would I be saying?
Say it again.
that's a dog's breakfast.
Dog's breakfast. It's an absolute dog's breakfast. What would I be saying?
What
Bullshit.
would that mean?
What would that mean?
How would you
What
interpret
was that, Aaron? What did you?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Aaron on that one.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit, full of shit,
Mm,
messed up, fucked up.
yes, it's an absolute mess. It's a dog's breakfast. I guess dog eating and food going everywhere. I don't know, but that's what we call a mess. It's a
Mm.
dog's
I need to
That's
get
breakfast.
my-
like in,
I need to get my notebook. This is
that's like over in the UK. You have bollock. In the UK, you have bollock, and then you have dog bollock.
Yeah.
Bollock is more positive. Dog bollock is an old
Yeah.
crap moment.
It's
Yeah.
it's an unappealing mixture. That's what it means.
But using Google Translate.
No, I use Google. I didn't have to use Translate. It's a disorderly situation, a mess.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
But you know what?
Well, you're
The
not
first thing I
supposed
said
to
sounded much more
Google the
classier.
answer,
It's an unappealing mixture. That made me sound smart.
You know what though? In all honesty, though, Peter, it's not surprising that nothing negative, Brian, but we're
Yeah,
investigators.
you are.
It's
You
what
always
we
go
do.
there.
It's what we do. We're investigators.
No, you always go there. Why
I
do
go
you
a lot.
always say that when you begin that?
You're a
Brian,
flashy
it's
badge.
nothing against
Not
you. Why do you
being
always say that?
No
Brian,
idea.
Nothing against you, Brian. Oh, okay. So then it is going to be against me.
It's like that. No offense. I mean it out of love.
It's not your fault.
By the way, Brian, it's nothing against you. Oh, okay. So it's going to be against me then.
No, I'm just saying, we're investigators. That's what we do. You're using your tool. Using the tool of Google to
It's okay,
investigate.
man. I get what you're
How
saying.
the hell do you even pronounce that?
What's the
Who?
town?
Town.
What's the town?
Town.
See, even the Aussies don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Yeah.
It's like no one can pronounce the theory. It's like it's not hard, people. At the rule.
What's the next one you're going to serve up?
Okay, I need to go back to what Matt said. Brian, it's nothing against you. What does that mean?
You know, at the end of the day,
Lesson.
Listen,
I was waiting for it.
Oh my
Stop
god.
it. Stop it,
Yes,
Mister.
Right.
Harry than
Jesus, take the
dingo's
whale.
freckle. Is that what hairier than a dingo's freckle?
Well, I learned something. I didn't even know dingoes had freckles.
Do you know what a dingo is?
Do you know what a freckle is?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know anything. You're American. You don't know anything. Us Aussies.
Oh, that'd be a good excuse. I don't know. I'm American. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that.
I don't know. I'm American.
I'm using that.
That makes sense because I've heard the expression "higher than a giraffe nut." That makes no sense to me.
Well, it
So
is
I can,
because giraffes are very tall.
Yeah, that one I
yeah,
understand.
but
I understand that.
But that's actually
But
a
I've
pretty
been
good
higher
one.
than that, so.
that's
Well,
an
here's an
American
interesting
thing.
question. Now, here's an interesting question. Has anybody ever seen a giraffe's nuts?
Yes.
Not in
No.
person.
Twice. No.
No. It's one of those puzzles. Do
I'm
they
putting
really
it on my
exist?
bucket list, right?
Let's Google. Let's Google that. Or you know what? Even better. Let's really throw TikTok off and type it in TikTok. See if there's
Good
any
night,
videos about it.
Robin.
Yeah. Good night, Robin.
Sleep well, Granddad.
Good night.
Oh my God! I can't believe you
Like
just
3
said
a.m. over there right now.
that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that big baby.
Yeah.
All right.
I worked
ready?
12 hours last night on
Oh, we're gonna
no
do another
sleep.
one.
Got done with
Then
12
had 2
hours.
hours of sleep today.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
It's got done.
Oh.
I've been up since 4 a.m. and it's 9:30.
This is my break from my job.
There you go.
Which one?
Yeah,
Yes.
see, we're all in the same boat. But we
No, we're
don't
not.
ever like talk
We're
about
not
it.
all in the same boat.
Yeah, I got to get this
We're
menu
not all
done.
in the
Then I
same
got to
boat.
do global ghost hunt videos.
No,
And
we're
what else
not,
I got to do?
Brian.
Working on the
We're
View
really
Beyond.
not.
There you go. There you go. You got a new magazine coming out soon.
Yep.
Yeah. And I just want to let everybody know in the room. Everybody in the room. Aaron, yes, is part of Global Ghost Hunt. But Aaron's magazine is going to be on the Global Ghost Hunt website. So when his
Aaron,
next
it's
magazine
your
comes out,
Oh,
yes, yes.
I'm a
So
bit
his
behind
magazine
on-
will be on Global Ghost Hunt, so you can definitely check that out when it comes out. And you know what? It's not too often where you see something free. And go check out his magazine. He's got a great magazine. I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping for Aaron. And
I love you,
once
Robin.
his magazine gets on the site, I'm hoping the right person is going to see it and say, you know
Yeah.
what? Do you do advertising in your magazine? Because I'd like to advertise in your magazine. That's what I'm hoping, that he
Yeah.
gets that, because
I missed that
with all
last
the
one.
work that he's doing for this magazine, he should be getting something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know,
Brian,
Aaron, I know you don't want anything. I get that. But you know what? There comes a time and point where you look back and go, you know what? I'm putting a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
why not be rewarded in some way by somebody
Well, yeah,
coming to
like
you
doing
and
a
saying, you know what?
magazine,
I
that's
love your
huge.
magazine. Do you sell advertising space?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
You know?
not
Yeah.
opposed to that. I'm not
Yeah.
opposed to that. What my goal is to try to get more of the community involved by submitting their articles and their
Yeah.
stories and their photos, because
Yeah.
you know,
Mm.
you've heard me say this before. We're not going to get the paranormal recognized as a legitimate field unless we all come together and, you know, see what we got, talk about it, exchange ideas.
You know what I said at the beginning to everyone that joined the Global Ghost Hunt? Everybody is going to get recognized in some way of being a part of this. I've said it from the beginning, and I will not stop saying it. Pretty soon, we're going to be adding something to the site in the new year that's going to help everybody that's on the administration staff. The site right now is getting thousands of views a month. It's getting thousands of views a month. And people are looking at the website. Yeah, Global Ghost Hunt website is getting thousands of views a month. And you know what? At the end of the day, anybody that's involved in the Global Ghost Hunt, and I've said this right from the beginning with the administration team, with the teams, with the haunted locations, everybody has a little bit of piece of pie with this event, because this is not about me, it's not about Matt, it's not about Aaron, it's not about Peter or Raymond, it's about everyone. You know, and there you go. It's about everyone. And you know, even the people that sponsor, even the people that donate, even the people, they're all going to be on the website. And there's something new coming out in the new year. And everybody on the administration staff is going to get even more represented on the website, so people know who they are.
That's exciting.
So, yeah. And that's what it's about.
Aaron, with your magazine, is that the one that you were on, Brian? Or was that another one?
Brian was in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a View Beyond Paranormal magazine.
Yeah.
ABB. So it's the one from a couple of months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's had a couple more episodes, you know,
episodes
to that. I'm gonna go home. Good night.
It's been out. It's been running since August. January will mark the 6th issue. So, yeah, when I started it, I was just thinking a small deal with some people, and 3 months later, it was being spread around worldwide. I have readers in Beijing, Rome, Turkey,
wow.
Bulgaria. I have a reader in Australia and New Zealand. I have readers everywhere. And now, at the 5-month point, it has grown into something that I did not expect, and I need help. So I tell people, if you got a story or if you got an article, whatever it is, if it's paranormal, get it to me and I will put you in the mag.
Yep, that's great. And I'm hoping with the Global Ghost Hunt and Aaron being together, I'm hoping it's going to grow even more. And that's
Right.
what I want for him. I want him to have the #1 magazine out there.
Like a hard copy magazine, or is it an online magazine?
Right now, it is just a digital magazine. If you go to avbmagazine.com, you can read the magazine either on the site or you can download a PDF copy. Either way, it's completely free.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool, bananas.
I think the Haunted magazine has been around long enough that it's time for them to have a competition, and that's going to be a view beyond,
Agreed.
in my opinion.
Totally.
So,
Yeah.
We should have a paranormal beauty pageant.
okay, that's creepy.
Well, it depends on what part of paranormal you want.
Yeah.
Notebook time. I have ideas. Raymond, what size high heel? Raymond, what size high heel do you wear?
And this spirit walking down the aisle right now is wearing a long white gown.
women's.
I'm okay with spirits walking down the aisle. My question is Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Sasquatch in a bikini contest? No, thank you.
Yeah. So
Well,
this
see,
woman walking
he's
down is
fine,
wearing
be
a
that
long
way.
white dress. We're sorry, people. She does not have a head, but that's okay. Take a look at the dress.
She's got great legs. She may not have a head, but she's got great legs.
You have the lady in red, you have the lady in blue.
Oh God.
It's just ladies.
White.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got blue, red, white. Oh, look, the American flag. It's all coming together.
Conspiracy.
Way to screw that shit up now.
All right.
Yeah. Raymond's had too much to drink. Raymond's had too much to drink. He's
No,
Brian.
I barely started.
Yeah. Yes.
Brian,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you're a few stubbies short of a six-pack.
Them fighting words where I'm from.
Yeah. Wow. You're a few stubbies.
You know I'm going to download the video just for the clip for that look on Brian's face. when
What
she
the
asked
fuck?
him.
You're a few stubbies short of a six-pack. Is that a few brain cells short of a six-pack, something along those lines?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That was pretty obvious. Thank you, though, for giving me the obvious one.
A few fruit loops short of a full ball.
A couple French fries short of a
I
Happy
want to
Meal.
go easy on you, like.
The lights are on. Nobody's home.
A life story.
The world's turning, but the
You're the
hamster's
smallest
dead.
branch on the tree.
My favorite, the hamster wheel's going, but the hamster's dead.
Hey.
Exactly.
My hamster has a couple of little twitches here and there. But
Oh, do you have a hamster?
right up here.
Yep.
Metaphorical.
A wheel in his brain going.
Oh, I love
Just
it.
like, do you have a hamster?
I'm really starting to love this Andrea person.
I probably do.
I'm
Yeah,
really
she's
starting
lovely.
to love her.
Andrea's awesome. Like, and Beck investigated with us at Beverage. I could eat the crotch out of a low-flying duck.
Well, let's not go there right
What
now.
I do on weekends is my business.
I mean, I'd like ducks, but I don't really think about it.
What the
Not
fuck?
romantically.
What the hell?
Oh,
Depends on how the year's
that's one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning. So when we went to Fairbridge, unfortunately, Jen got sick with COVID. So that was disappointing.
It sucked.
But we did our first. Oh, I love you, Ray. We did our first group kind of investigation. So if you're in Perth or Australia and you want to come over to Perth, we're going to be organising like a few dates for next year to go to Beverage, and it will cost you X amount of dollars, and you can come investigate with us. So yeah,
That sounds cool. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a blast.
You know, I would love to come to Australia. I really would.
We'd love to have you.
But you know, the thing that stops me from going, to be
What's
honest, yeah, it's just honest. It's
spotting?
almost 24-hour flight.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
still
long
waiting
ass
for
flight,
it.
and I'm scared of flying.
But you just have to have a stopover. You don't necessarily have
Yeah, I
to do
don't-
the whole lot.
I don't
I
like
have an
flying.
answer to that.
Yeah, I don't like flying.
Stopover.
I don't mind it.
So
I'd like to go to Australia and bring my camera.
Yeah,
Be a
I'd love to be.
photographer.
I'd love to go to Australia. I really would.
Yeah.
And obviously,
well, we
having
need to
friends there would
go-
be, you know, obviously having friends there would be more of an incentive to go. But you know, it's
Well, I
24
have a
hours.
brother
That's
there,
a
so-
long ass flight.
Oh, Raymond's got a brother. Where does he live, Raymond?
Melvin.
Okay. Wow. Let's ignore
Oh,
that.
Oh, that's where Tony is.
Yeah, that's the other side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cold, raining,
Yeah.
grey. Bleh.
He's very angry.
Oh
No.
no, I was giving him shit about it.
My daughter just turned 10, and the last time I saw him was right before she turned 1. So
Wow.
it's been a while.
Yeah, you're overdue, Raymond. You need to get your ass here.
Hmm.
Tickets are almost $3,000 for a round trip.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a
Is
killer.
that still
Not
what
now
it is?
though. You could probably get a cheap flight now
Yeah.
because
No,
the flight
no,
because
I
of
was
COVID.
looking
No, it
at-
hasn't been that long since I've checked it, and it's still about the same.
Let's see.
It's really expensive here.
I
Like
think the
to travel.
cheapest flight I found was 1,800.
I found one
And
for
that-
900. I found one
What?
for 900
From Toronto.
from Toronto to Australia.
Right,
900
Toronto.
bucks.
Yeah, but is that to Sydney or to Perth?
Is that one way or is that a round
Who was
trip?
whispering just now?
Both round trip. Sorry.
Did anyone whisper right now? Did you hear whispering?
Not me.
Seriously?
I
Here we
heard
go.
it. It must have been loud because I heard it.
Yeah, there was. Did you not hear that whispering? It was like,
Well, time it. It was at what? 1:15? 1 hour 15? Somewhere around there. Go
Yeah,
back and listen
guys.
to it.
in the chat, do you want to go back 20 seconds and see if you can hear whispering? That was loud.
I
If Jen
heard it.
heard it.
If I heard it, everybody should have heard it.
It's from one of you. It's not here because
No, it wasn't from
I
me.
will say this: my apartment complex has been reported to be haunted. We've had
there
stories
you go.
about shadow figures. I've had lights
No,
turn off and
okay.
on by themselves.
Yeah. Oh, that might
Yeah.
explain something.
Things always haunt me,
Rebecca,
so
Rebecca, I will say sleeping on the plane.
Wow.
Sleeping on the plane is very, very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I
That's
can't
why
do
you
that.
take lots
Yeah.
of sedatives.
Yeah. Or just ask somebody, can you punch
Well,
me? Just
So-
not-
I want to get through the flight without being groped, so I'm not taking sedatives.
Okay, so this is a whole new conversation. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, that just depends on who you're
what do you
flying
mean
with.
you don't want to be groped? God. That's
Oh, you don't
just
know-
a flight.
Raymond, well, you know, I just looked it up. So
Right.
from let's see.
Jeez, man.
That took an interesting turn. What do you
That
mean by
was-
that, Aaron?
must have
Please
been one hell of
explain.
an interesting flight for you.
Yeah.
Well, if I take sedatives and I try to go through the plane, you know, getting off the plane and going through all that security, you know, I'm not
Yeah.
going to be able to hold myself up. And some of those TSA agents can be a little handsy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Dan,
So I
That's
just-
the biggest thrill I've had all year. God.
So I just looked up flights from Harrisburg here in Pennsylvania to Perth,
awesome.
and
Yeah.
it's $2,701 round trip.
Wow.
Yeah, try from Cincinnati, Ohio to Melbourne,
I am not your travel agent.
Well, then
I may be a consultant, but I'm not a travel agent.
Well,
you know what, Raymond?
You're
For you,
consulting me, and
you know what?
you're
Here,
not doing a very good job.
you know, I'm going to
Because
consult you.
Melbourne, Perth is on the other side of the island from Melbourne.
Just
okay.
no,
I looked the other day, just for shits and giggles, and it was $980.
The other day. Oh,
sorry.
You know,
It's always shits
He
and
thought about
giggles.
Australia, not you.
It's always
Australia.
shits and giggles until someone giggles and
Maybe
shit.
it'd be cheaper just
hey, leave.
Maybe we should just start a plane. Maybe we should just charter a plane and just get everybody on board and fly you over here.
I'm down.
You know what, Raymond? Here,
there's way
here,
more
as
for us to go over there than here.
Raymond, I'm going to
Well,
consult
then we
you
get
to
on the plane.
drive.
On
Just
the
drive,
water.
Raymond.
I
We'll
can
meet
do
you
that.
there. We'll meet you there.
Okay.
Here, I found another one through Expedia, $815
One way
to Sydney,
Return.
both ways. To
What?
Sydney,
Sydney.
both ways.
Well,
I didn't know
you
they
gonna
put people in the
do it?
baggage area.
Mine said it didn't. And then
$815. There you go.
Little prop job.
Hang on.
Yeah, I didn't think
I'm
they put
looking
people in the
right
baggage
now.
area.
No, it's a
That's
Cessna.
cheaper to find up north, like in our own state. It costs more than that to move up.
Sydney.
Actually, and I
cheaper,
was wrong on the time. It's actually 19 hours and 50 minutes.
That's how long my drive to New Orleans is.
I found another one for $1,100.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay, that's actually not
I'm
bad.
telling you, now is the time to fly because flights are cheap.
Then,
Then take your own
okay,
advice,
on my
Brian.
end,
Fly.
on my end,
Well, see the thing is, in April I'm
1582,
yeah. Pardon me.
1582 from Sydney for us, from Sydney to Toronto.
But we have to
Oh,
find
okay, well that's not
cheapest.
bad. That's good.
So,
So
Well, then what
in
I'm ready for.
April,
supposed to be there.
yeah, but in April I'm going to be going to Tennessee again, and then in September I'm going to the UK again. So I can only do so much. Unfortunately, I wish I could do
I'm
more.
disappointed in
I'd
myself.
love to see you, Peter. I really would. You know, that would be great. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll do London the following year, and I'll do Australia in September. How about that?
How cool.
Well,
You cool with
how
that?
does it work? Like for and for any investigators in the chats too, when you register your team with Global, right? You've
Yes.
got your dates because it's 10 days in May, 10 days in September.
Yeah.
October.
No, October.
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 October. Yeah.
So where do we book our own teams in? Because I know like we have to
That's why we're
wait.
going to be having a meeting. That's why we're going to be having a meeting next week. So basically, how
I
it's
know
going to
you
be
said
is,
before,
yeah, I'll
it'll
say,
be-
it's very simple. The teams that have actually joined up or signing up, they're actually going to take priority over the administration staff for obvious reasons. So, what I would suggest the administration staff doing is, well, first of all, you need to find out where you're going to be investigating, and you're going to need to know that by the end of January. It's going to be a
and
stipulation.
that's why I talked to you.
Yeah, so you're going to need to know because, as Aaron knows, the administration staff are getting videos and thumbnails as well. So, so you can promote it as well. So, yeah, you're going to need to know where you're investigating. Now, you don't have to sign up through the site. That's fine, but you're going to have to let the investigation leaders and the location leaders where you're going to be investigating, so we can actually talk to the location about if there's anything they need, so we can give them videos as well, so they can promote it. Because haunted locations are getting videos too. So yeah, so they're going to be getting 2 videos and 2 thumbnails from January. It's going to switch each month. From from where it stands right now. So so you're going to need to know where you're going to be investigating. But like I said, teams are going to take priority over the administration staff. And my suggestion would be to let us know. And it's probably best that if you guys do it on a day that you don't think teams that have signed up will be doing it. Now, another thing is that a lot of people don't know.
And that's going to take a lot of
May 20th. Got it.
Well, what I mean by that is that most investigators investigate Friday and Saturday nights. That's when they mostly investigate. Okay. So I will let everybody know as well, for people in the room, that another event that didn't do so well this past year, they I won't mention any names, but we know who they are. So I will let everybody know that we're hoping, and it looks like it's going to happen, teams are going to get 2 hours, not 1 hour. So, and I think that's important. I think it's important because my feeling is that the first hour of any investigation is really learning the place.
Right.
Is really trying to find out about the place. There's questions being answered to maybe somebody who owns the place. So your first hour is really a wash. Yeah. The second hour is when the investigation starts. And that's when people are really going to take a notice that are watching. You guys investigate and the teams investigate too. So that's why we're hoping for 2 hours.
Have, like, obviously, you know, us in Australia, even though I'm supposed to be in the States, but also, you know, Jenny.
Actually, no, you were supposed to be in Canada, not the States.
Same thing. I look at them as the same.
It's not the same, though.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
it's not.
Okay.
There's passports. There's
Border
passports.
control.
There's security. You know, there's nothing the same about it at all.
Body
There are
cavity.
things to declare.
You know, prime minister, president. No, there's no comparison. It's completely different. I'm sorry,
You're not opening those.
She's Australian. I'm sorry. She's Australian. I'm sorry. So,
but yeah, we are, you know, different time zones and things like that. So I'm assuming that the streaming platform you're going to use will be doing. Yeah.
Of course. So if you're on at 10 o'clock at night, that means it's going to be 10 o'clock in the morning for us. It's not going to be an issue. That's actually going to work out better for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
It is. It's going to work out perfect for you. Rather than
Because who else is going to be streaming at 10 a.m.?
Yeah. So it's going to be perfect. There's going to be a lot more views for you and a lot more people watching you compared to somebody maybe at 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, it'll either be
it's no pressure at all.
Or,
you know what? Just don't, no pressure. If you don't catch anything, don't be, disturbed by that. And
actually, those female prison, they might be even more interested because it's a global event.
Yeah.
So they'd be even more interested in that free advertising and promoting.
Make yourself look pretty. Make yourself look pretty. Do your hair and your makeup and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, he talks Raymond.
Yeah.
Where's your lipstick?
Raymond looks much better with those glasses. Raymond looks sexy. Look at that sexy man over there.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I love that
right, do
sweater.
you guys have any
I love that sweater you're sporting.
I love a man without glasses.
I bet he's got a pair of stilettos on under the tee.
Oh, no,
Raymond, that sweater, oh my God, Jesus.
Here, you want it? I'll send it to you.
Do you have slang in Canada? Or are you too posh for that?
They're too French.
Too
slang.
French. Too French.
Yeah, I'm too upper scale. I'm too upper scale for that. So I don't really pay attention to it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm too upper scale.
All right, Aaron,
Yeah.
hit us with.
I'm just kidding.
your
I'm just
slang
kidding. Of course, there's slang
word.
here.
We're moving on. We're
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have slang here.
Okay. Demonstrate.
Well, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But,
Oh, really?
yeah,
What about
really.
you, Aaron?
Let me think of something.
I mean, we have so many.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have some slang. They're not nationally known, but one that my mother tells me, and she won't tell me who started this, but slicker than snot on a doorknob.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Interesting and gross. Oh God, I don't know if anybody heard that. That's interesting and gross.
I heard
All at
I
the
heard
same
it.
time. Yeah. I don't know if we really have any slang terms in Canada.
Do I have any? G?
G.
Jeep.
G?
Mm-hmm.
Did you eat?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, we just-
G.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost
G.
like the English.
Yeah. In the
Get me a bottle of beer.
Appalachia, they just combine everything into one word. So, did you eat becomes G?
yeah.
Mhm.
Or young too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Want to?
Okay, I got a couple.
I want to.
I have a couple.
Okay.
I got a couple.
right.
Double.
Merry Christmas.
Double.
That sounds
Double,
like.
double.
See, I think a burger. That's exactly what I think of.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of brow size.
Double,
I mean,
double.
yeah.
I think about double mint gum. So,
Yeah, it's actually a
Yeah.
double is coffee. Double milk and double sugar. Double.
Okay.
Huh.
Does anybody
Yes.
drink?
Here's
that?
another one.
what's the point
Here's
of
another
having
one.
coffee?
We got another one. Where was that other one?
He's
Newfie.
Googling it. He doesn't.
Goofy.
Newfie.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. There you go. Newfoundland.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes.
Yeah.
Goofy.
I know that one.
Okay.
Now, I have a question. Is it Newfoundland or Newfoundland?
Both.
Both.
Okay.
Depends where you're from.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, Jenny.
Here's one for you. Loonies and
Yeah.
Toonies.
Isn't that your money?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Really?
Y'all make fun of us. Y'all make fun of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loonies and Toonies is the $1 and Toonies is the $2.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I've never guessed that.
Ah.
Well,
What about
Here's
Crazy.
one that really throws people off.
Uh-oh.
In Canada, milk you get in bags.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I have a question about that.
A goon
Yeah.
bag.
So I don't know what you guys do up in Canada, but I know here in the States, when you get milk, you don't drink it all in one go. How do you close the damn thing?
You don't. You have to pretty well drink it right away within the next 3 or 4 days, because if you don't, it goes bad. But the thing is, you can actually clip it, but the problem is the oxygen still gets in it and it goes bad.
Yeah.
But normally when people are buying milk in bags, it comes in a bigger bag of 3 bags of milk. And it's only 1 liter. So usually if you're a family of 4, it's pretty well gone in a couple of days anyways.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to buy milk that
My
was
head hurts.
single, you would buy it in
It
a
makes
carton.
sense.
In a carton.
I got it.
And that closes, obviously. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's a little
We have it. See, Tony, we have it in 3-liter bottles.
That's
yeah. So
Yeah.
no, we do.
And
We
2
have them in
liters
bottles
and 1
too,
liter.
but we have them in bottles too. But the popular one is people don't understand
Hi,
how do
Justin.
you serve the milk in bags. Well, you know what? It's been
Yeah.
going around for years,
you
ever since
store
I
it
was a
like-
child. It's been in bags.
Be
What
smarter
is
than
standing up?
technology.
Yeah. It's not rocket science to it. If you don't drink the milk within 3 or 4 days, it goes bad.
Huh. Okay.
How many times have you had to clean up a mess from the milk spilling or leaking in your fridge? It makes no sense.
It doesn't. But the interesting thing about it is, if you don't cut the hole properly in the bag, then it becomes a mess. There's one for you. Think about that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
my
because when you're usually putting it in,
This
you're
is
usually
not the
putting
proper
it.
time.
Well, you're usually putting it in a white container, right? And you pour it, right? And if the hole is too big, the milk
Don't worry
shoots
about
out
me
like
like that,
normal.
Matt.
So it's got to be a small little hole. And the funny thing is, here's something else that you guys probably don't know. In order for it to not pour out really fast, you have to cut holes at both ends.
Yes, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, okay,
So-
here's the solution to the problem. If you need to
Stop
buy,
drinking milk. There's your solution.
Exactly.
and just stock up on toilet paper. No,
Yeah.
and they have to have them in Canada because I'm sure some housewife thought of it. Just have your own container, buy your bag of milk, pour it into the container, put that down a lid on,
Do
and
that
then
too.
throw it in
You
the
can do that
fridge.
too.
That's
For
too
sure.
much work.
You can do that too, but most people are
Too
lazy.
much bread.
And no, but it's true. No, Raymond's not far off because it's true. It's too much. It's too much. But hey, listen, I know some people that did do that. They would pour it out of the bag and put it in a jug and seal it nicely so it wouldn't go bad so fast. Some people do that for sure. For sure they do that. But I would say 95% of people don't do that.
Exactly. It's too much work.
Stop drinking milk. Exactly. Dude.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you know what? To be honest, most if you're not into fitness or anything like that, most people know that milk is actually bad for you, because milk today carries a lot of sugar. That's why they tell you not to give babies real milk when they're born, because it's actually really bad for them, and it will actually cause some dental issues when they get older. Milk is not the best thing to drink, which is, I find funny, because milk is great for your outer bones, but it can actually cause bone disease inside your bones, which is kind of an oxymoron kind of type of thing.
Well, I mean,
22.
on that point, so yesterday I had like a 10-hour shift, right? On my break, like literally 15 minutes before my break was over, I get a message from my youngest, and
It's time to sober up.
the message was, "I'm scared of ham now," and I just laughed. I was like, "Well, that's random. What the fuck? Why?" And he said, "I searched up how much ham you can have in a day, and it said you can get stomach cancer from processed."
No, you want to see something to really throw you off?
And I'm like, I was losing it. I was hysterical. And I said to him, like, silly. He's like, yeah, funny. But I'm like, dude, like, literally fruit and vegetables can give you cancer. Like, everything in the world can give you cancer.
You should look up on how hot dogs are made.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I will not eat. Like, you mean the red ones?
Yep. Like
99% of depression meds will cause you to have suicidal thoughts.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Yes.
But that process.
It just doesn't make sense.
I will say this: when it comes to food and health, America, much as I love this country, America has the worst health-related issues in connection with their food. because we allow things in our food product that other countries
Yes.
have
Yeah.
made illegal.
And we overindulge.
Hmm.
Well, what was it?
I mean,
There's
everything's basically brown in salt, sugar, and deep fried, right?
well, and also there's certain
Don't take my deep fried.
there's certain restaurants that allow X amount of foreign material in their food.
Yeah.
And when they
Yeah,
say foreign, like inedibles, like metal
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, far out.
I've actually done some research on this years ago, and this is no lie. This may gross you out. McDonald's allows up to 27% unidentifiable meat in their burgers.
Oh my
Burger
God.
King, Burger King uses low isotopic radiation on their meat. Taco Bell uses grade D beef, which is only 1 grade above dog food.
Wow.
But that's here in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's here in the U.S. That's U.S. standards.
Yeah, see, our standards would probably be higher. You know what I mean? Like it would be less acceptable.
We had a Taco Bell open like north of the river, and my daughter, was working there for a short period of time, and it was just horrible. Like she said, it tasted horrible. People that I spoke to was like, it is so gross, but I see so many people raving about it.
Yeah,
like,
and they had when it opened, they had like line around the building because it was new and yeah.
See, our Burger King is we call Hungry Jacks.
It's the same thing, but
and McDonald's.
Well, here's an interesting one for you. The McDonald's here. There was an ex-fiance of mine from years ago. Her parents owned a restaurant, and all the bad meats and all the meats that you didn't want, they would throw in a bucket. McDonald's would come and pick it up and use it for their oil.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting your fries cooked in this. Yeah. So every week they would come in. There was a truck, and they'd pick up all the crap that you didn't want, like the fats, the everything that you were throwing away. They would take. Yeah, I don't need a McDonald's. I won't go near McDonald's.
What's your favorite fast food, Matt?
I don't eat fast food. I don't eat fast food.
Okay. What about you, Matt? What's your most common takeout? Like, it doesn't have to be a fast food restaurant. It can be anything.
Yeah. Well, there is, as far as quick and easy, there is a gas station here that has a 24-hour made-to-order place. So it's like a little mini restaurant that you can just do a made-to-order meal. I like them. They're pretty quick, pretty efficient. But as far as like the fast food, I can't even get around here. It's a place called In-N-Out Burger. It is the only one that is like fresh. Oh, I would. I see. You want to talk about committing a crime? Let me know where there's an In-N-Out. The nearest one's in frickin' Texas, halfway across the U.S.
Yeah. What about you,
In-N-Out.
Ray? What's your favorite fast food? Ray's looking a little bit dazed and confused. Did you have
he's drinking too much.
Raymond was messaging. Thank you.
Raymond's drinking too much.
It's water. It's water, I swear.
It's water, I swear. It's water. Yes.
I swear to God, officer, it's medicinal. Sir, that's a hooker.
I swear, officer, there's no blood in my alcohol.
I swear, it's just one drink.
I'm not as thinking you drunk I am.
Raymond,
awesome.
Maybe.
Do you have a favorite fast food, Raymond? That your go-to fast food?
Honestly, I don't eat that much fast food anymore.
Well, that's good.
Well, if you did, Raymond, what would it be?
Steak and shake.
Pardon me?
Steak and shake.
What's steak and shake?
Steak and shake.
Oh.
Is that
Yeah.
a steak in a shake, like a milkshake?
No.
You get steak meal and you get the shakes. I mean, I've heard of that place.
Yeah.
You want your shake
Most of the burgers are made out of like steak meat instead of regular burger,
Okay.
and then they serve shakes as well.
Okay.
Oh.
Raymond's
Steak
cut
and
off.
shake.
Raymond's cut off.
I seriously thought of like little steak cubes, like little cube steaks that they just put into like this cup and you just shake it up with the seasoning. That's
Yeah, Raymond's cut off. Raymond's cut off, everyone. Raymond's cut off.
Like a shake and
Aaron,
bake.
what about you?
Stop me, Brian.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
look at
guessing that
he's
Aaron
even
doesn't have
like
one.
Raymond is sitting down and he's even wobbling.
It's like,
As far as fast food,
it's only
Just
water.
wait till April, bud.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna pay for
That's
that.
right.
I'm okay
even
with that.
as far as fast food goes, I don't really have a specific favorite because I worked with a traveling carnival for 20 years. So I've had all kinds of amazing food all across the country. But the other issue is I am married to an executive chef. She ruined me to fast food.
Lucky.
Oh,
There you go. Good reason.
However,
That's
he
good.
does like his sausage.
That's a good. Oh my God, Raymond,
Well-
stop drinking.
You get it nice, long, cooked right, and greasy.
all right. What about you, Brian?
What?
See,
What
wasn't
about
wrong.
you, Brian?
What about me? I already answered this question.
What's your favorite? No, but
I
like,
don't eat
what's
fast food.
your?
If you did, what would you
No,
choose?
like if you were to eat. Okay, so you were. What is
If
your
I were to
kind
eat, of course I
go-to,
If you were to eat, okay, yes, I do
If
eat.
you were to eat, no, I'd rather starve like that shit.
My forearm.
Yeah. If I were to eat, fast food, if I were to go to if I were to eat fast food, I would probably go to McDonald's and order a salad. Awkward
Actually-
silence.
But
Awkward
rather
silence.
than fast food, I'd just go to
I'm
the red
actually
light
glad you.
district.
I'm glad you said that. I did this here in the States, and I was wondering if, well, at least here in PA, I wonder if it'll work anywhere else. You really want to screw with people at McDonald's? Go and order a low-fat salad with a diet water and non-carbonated ice. Watch the fun. I
That's it.
swear to you
Diet
guys,
water.
I had 4 managers at that window asking me, and I kept repeating it. And there was one smart-ass employee like Raymond and I standing behind going, I was like,
Yeah.
Yep.
It always
It's
puzzles
like,
me.
I do get it.
It always puzzles me when somebody goes in and orders a Big Mac, large fries, and a Diet Coke. Like,
right? And
seriously?
the Diet Coke's worse for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's terrible for you.
I'm watching my weight.
Yeah.
I'm
You know what?
watching the
Honestly,
You're going to die
I'll
anyway.
be
Enjoy it.
I'll be honest here. If I were to go to a fast food joint, it would probably be Subway,
I like Subway.
and I would
That's
have a sub.
mine.
I would have a
Yeah.
sub.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Well,
closest I would get to fast food.
Yeah,
like
it's the
Subway.
least bad for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Except the guy that was the sponsor for Subway.
You need
Things
to come.
didn't really work out for him too well.
That was a whole new
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
But Aaron, you need to come to
He
some of
likes
our
the titty
Subways.
meals way too much.
I need to what?
You need to come see some of our Subways, and then you'll change your mind about it's probably the best because some of them.
I
When
can
you
say
open lettuce and you hear something like a can opening, no. When they
Right.
open that lid of lettuce and you hear, mm-mm,
See,
back.
Merry Christmas, Dan. Thank
Man,
you.
nice seeing you, buddy. It's been a while. It's always Brian
Oh,
doesn't
you've
do
You've
fast
been
food.
rambling for
Right,
a bit.
Andrea. Andrea's the only one that's listening to me. Even Andrea heard me say it. I don't do fast food.
Yeah.
I think it's gross. There's a reason why they call it fast.
Yeah. See, it'll either be Subway for me, but it'll be just like the cold meats. It won't be chicken
Yeah.
or tuna or anything like that because I'm paranoid when they have the chicken sitting out. So I don't like no.
Mhm.
But my latest one is Goslame.
Yeah.
Should we ask? What is that?
It's
No.
I think
Sounds
it's
sexy.
Turkish.
It actually
Yeah.
sounds sexy.
I think it's like a Turkish thing, but it's thin like
Flatbread.
yeah, like a flatbread, and they
Almost like a
Turkish,
panini.
don't ask.
chicken, cheese, and like spinach or vegetables or whatever, and then they just like toast it and cut it up, and
Yeah. Kind of like a
it's
panini.
good. Like if I'm hungry and I'm on break, like it doesn't like fill me up. It's really light.
Yeah,
So,
who the fuck would eat that?
Yo.
All I know is that I got to work hard to maintain this beach whale body.
Hey,
Yeah.
I always everyone tells me to get in shape, and round is a shape, so fuck off.
right?
Well, saying that, I got to go to the gym in the morning. So
I get tired even thinking about going to the gym.
yeah, well, I said this last week. I think you were here, Matt. I have friends that go to the gym too, and they just go to the gym, look at it, turn around, and go home.
Yeah, but you said that on Through the Lens, and I said I know a guy named Jim. Does that count?
Yeah, that's right.
I know a gym. I drive by a gym and I wave.
I
at
worked
people.
in a nursing home for 12
See,
hours
I
last night.
started-
Does that count?
Oh, there you go. But you know what, guys? I'm going to have to take off.
I started
Yeah.
doing yoga,
Yeah.
but then I had
I'm-
to stop doing yoga because my knee's like breaking on me. So,
Well, isn't yoga supposed to
Yeah.
be good for you and avoid that kind of stuff?
well, that's why I started like doing it, and like I'm just doing it like for like with the YouTube video, and I go
Yeah.
down on the lawn, and I get some sun and then get that in. But yeah, my knee is on the verge of like breaking, which is great when I'm at work. And because at the moment, like I think it's the tiny bits of cartilage tearing. So I'll go to take a step and then I'll just be like, oh! My customer's like, are you okay? And I'm like,
It's like me at work.
Sounds like me every day.
I could take yoga. I could take some yoga.
I'm out of bed.
I wonder what.
Get into hot yoga. I heard that's good.
you know
What
what
is
though?
it?
Like after only
Hot
a
yoga.
week of doing it,
Hot
and I
yoga.
only
You've never
did
heard of hot
4
yoga?
Hot yoga.
Please tell me you've heard of hot yoga.
Not
Yeah.
anything under
No.
NC-17 rating.
Hot yoga is when you're in a room and they turn up the
have the
temperature.
heat up.
It's
Yeah.
called a sauna.
Which I mean, I'm
sauna.
pretty much doing that with the summer.
Yeah.
But only after a week, like I actually started feeling like loads better. Like I wasn't as achy.
Yeah, that's good.
and
That's good.
stuff like that.
But unfortunately, guys, I am going to have to go down. But this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was
Yes,
nice seeing you,
I
Peta.
think we're
It
all
was
gonna
nice
have
seeing
to-
Raymond. It was nice seeing Jen as well. It's been a while. It
I'll
was
see
nice
you in a
seeing
few months.
Raymond on the verge of being drunk, which is
On the
nice
verge.
and
What are
fun.
you talking about?
And what's that?
On the
It just-
verge. What are you talking about? He
Yeah, I
is.
think he's a little bit drunk.
This is a continuation.
Yeah. God bless Raymond.
You've never seen me away from everything else.
Raymond, you are slurring your words, buddy. How much have you had to drink?
I don't even know.
That's
He
just
is
everything.
drunk. I was just
Well,
playing. He is drunk. Or he's
Thank
getting
you-
there.
Thank you all very, very
I'm
much
getting there. There's the difference.
for joining.
Should we
Jen
get him
and
on
I, and
Phasmophobia?
Thanks,
hanging
Peter.
out.
Exactly.
Jenny, Jen, it was really, really nice seeing you. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, I know.
I love seeing you. We
I
got to
like
get
seeing
you guys
you.
on. We got to get you. We got to get you both on Through the Lens.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you
Yeah,
on Through the Lens in the new year. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I love seeing
Yeah,
you.
well, we're doing Talking with the Source.
AJ's great.
in
You'll have fun.
here.
AJ and
Which-
Robin are great.
I haven't told you
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I haven't even
They're
Yeah,
great.
we're doing that. We're doing what she said.
Cool,
Oh,
cool.
thank you, Dan.
But
Like,
we'll
you're
get you,
amazing.
yeah,
So,
we'll get you on in the new year, and
thank you.
we'll have fun. We'll have fun.
And I do have a
Raymond,
really, really
you know what, dude? Like seriously, dude. Like honestly, like your hair's going all over the place now. Like
My hair always goes everywhere.
I love
Still
I
look
love
good,
this side of
Raymond.
Raymond.
Sorry,
I love this side of Raymond. A little bit
It's
drunk.
nice and chill.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah.
flushed cheeks.
I'm not a
Looking
meat
very-
hurt. I really am not.
Anyways,
I'm
thank
not.
you.
I'm not drunk, guys. I'm
Thank
not
you.
drunk.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone,
all.
and thank you everyone in the
Yeah,
chat.
thank you guys.
Brian, I'll see you in April.
Yeah.
Brian.
You know what? Before you say goodbye to everyone, I want to say to Jen and Peta, if I don't speak to you before Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas, okay? And I love you both so much, okay? I want you guys to have a wonderful Christmas.
Mwah.
Yeah,
Okay.
same
You
to
too.
you.
And to everybody else,
Absolutely.
I talk to you guys all the time. So
Well,
Yeah,
don't
screw you
forget
too,
about
Ryan.
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
What's
another
tomorrow?
show. Tomorrow's
So-
another show for Global Ghost Hunt with Nando and Jen.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
I
tomorrow.
thought that was going to be on Thursday.
We had to reschedule.
Yeah.
Jenny wasn't feeling too good. She was under the weather, so Nando and I didn't want to do it without her. So we're doing it. We're doing it tomorrow. We have this video and an announcement and a bunch of different things, and we're
Yep.
excited.
Yeah, very excited. So again, everyone here, if I don't talk to you before Christmas, and I know I will, just have a wonderful Christmas and have a great time with your family.
Yeah.
Much
It's
love,
so
brother.
important this time of year to spend time with your family. Raymond, please stop drinking. And
Never.
other than that, other than that, I love you all, and thank you again for having
Yeah,
me
we
on
love
the
you
show. I
too.
appreciate it.
Much love,
Okay.
brother.
Okay, man. See you guys later, and girls.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ciao.
All right. Well, I'm going to play my poxy little Christmas
Now
thing.
that buzzkill's gone, let's pour another drink.
By the way, he's still backstage.
That's fine.
But yeah, thank you. It was awesome meeting you, Aaron.
Yes.
And I can't wait
too.
to look
At the
into the
magazine.
magazine.
Yes. Yeah. I'm getting
And
straight onto that.
yeah, when I get some time, I'll try and jot down
Yes.
some
Yeah.
stories for
Yeah.
you because
Okay.
I've got quite a few.
Yeah. That sounds brilliant.
And thank you, Ray, and thank you, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
And
Much
Brian
love,
knows
ladies.
I love him. I just give him hell.
And ladies, we definitely got to get you. We got to get you two back on the Paracrew podcast again. It's been too long.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, I hope you all have. That was what?
Just
What
drink,
was that,
Raymond.
Raymond?
Just drink.
It's empty. I can't.
It's empty.
Damn it.
Here, say
You
All right. Well,
for me.
everyone enjoy my really
Yeah.
daggy Christmas video, and yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
guess we'll
awesome.
see-
Shut
Have a
there.
great
Yeah.
time. Keep drinking, Raymond.
Always.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.